This is me, and today my friend trapped me in a frog prison in Minecraft. So, here's what happened. As soon as I moved, the timer had begun. I had 30 minutes to escape this Minecraft prison, or my friend would win. I started by looking around and realized I was in a bedrock box with a snow block beneath me, which if I broke with my hand, I wouldn't get anything. There was also a block above me, so I couldn't just get out. There were 4 crafting tables in each of the corners, and when I went in F5 mode, I found a stick as well as a plank. So after sneaking to the edge of the hitbox of the item frame, I was able to get myself the oak plank as well as the stick. After getting this, I realized that it was useless because I couldn't craft anything except for a button. So I decided to go in F5 mode to see if I missed something else. And that was when I saw a end crystal hidden in the wall. After realizing that, I started breaking crafting tables, and when I broke my first one, I found a barrel beneath it. This barrel contained 1 stick, so now I knew exactly what I needed to do. I went to the other crafting table and crafted a shovel. Now using this shovel, I broke the snow block beneath me, which gave me 4 snowballs. After definitely not messing up my first snowball throw, I was able to aim myself correctly and broke the end crystal. This made water flow down. Using this water, I was able to swim out of the box, and before going, I decided to check around the room. And that was when I found a item frame as well as a chorus fruit on the ground. Also broke the crafting tables in case I found something below it, but there was nothing. So I decided to swim up the water stream, which got me into my next room. In this room there was a crafting table, a furnace as well as a pit of lava with a sign saying crafting tables please. There was a hole in the roof which I needed 5 blocks to get through. Since I was meant to throw the crafting table in, I decided to throw the one from the first room. Now I had a furnace or crafting table, and when I opened the furnace, I found a oak pressure plate. I also tried breaking the crafting table, but there was nothing below it. So I decided to take it and go to the next room. This room had a fall down, but it only had a crafting table, and since I didn't have anything else, I decided to drop down. As soon as I dropped down, I found an item frame as well as the stick, which obviously broke due to the end crystal. Broke the crafting table, and below it, I found a barrel which contained 1 more stick. I took the barrel as a block, but now I was stuck. I didn't have enough blocks to get to the next room. Now I started looking around, but I found nothing. I thought that there would be some invisible frame which I couldn't see, or maybe even some string. But I found nothing. After spending about 2 minutes inside this room, I realized that I had an oak pressure plate. That was when I thought that there would be a few command blocks beneath it. And I was right, because after a while I stepped on the right one, which gave me 22 iron nuggets. After getting the iron nuggets, I realized it was a one-time use command, so I couldn't get any more. I placed down a crafting table and realized I could craft 2 iron ingots. Using these 2 iron ingots and my 4 iron nuggets, I was able to craft 2 chains. This was gonna be enough blocks to go back to the main room. After going to the main room, I turned my attention to the furnace. Now I knew exactly what I needed to do. Since I needed 4 more blocks, I decided to smelt the chorus fruit which I had using the 2 sticks which I got before. And this gave me a popped chorus fruit. Now this may seem useless at first, but remember, 1 blaze rod and 1 popped chorus fruit gives you 4 end rods, which would be enough blocks for me to go to the next room. So I started mining the furnace, and just as I had thought, there was a chest which contained 1 blaze rod. So I went to my inventory and crafted the 4 end rods. So I took the chest and towered up with my end rods, which got me to my next room. This room seemed a bit confusing since it had nothing except for a hole in the wall, which got me to my next room. When I went to the end of the room, I found a ladder, but I needed 2 more blocks to go to the above room. So I started looking around in the room, and that was when I found a piece of string floating. Now this got me very worried since there could be a lot of string. I started punching to find any more string. After going through the entire room, I found 8 pieces of string. This was perfect, so I crafted 2 wool blocks and went up to the ladder, which got me to the room above me. I started by mining the wood which I got from the tree. Also mined every single leaf block in case I got anything else. There also seemed to be some invisible parkour which got me to the sheep, which would give me 3 wool, and now I knew exactly what I needed to do. So I completed the invisible parkour, and that was when I went up to the sheep, and the sheep said subscribe. Which reminds me to tell you that only a small percent of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up enjoying the video, consider subscribing. It's completely free and it helps out a ton. Also, let's go for 3.1 likes on this video. It may be hard, but I know you guys can do it. Anyways, back to the video. Unfortunately, even though he said subscribe, I had to kill him since I needed his wool. Using this wool and the 2 wool which I had gotten from before, I went back to the main room and was able to craft myself a bed. Now using this bed, I placed it in the next room using the 1 block hole, but there was one problem. It wasn't night, so I couldn't glitch through it. So I asked my friend if he had done that on purpose, but he said no. But in fact, he had forgotten to do it. So, yeah. Nothing even happened. So after setting the time to night, I right clicked the bed and was able to glitch my way to the next room. This room had a stream of lava falling from the ceiling. There was also a hole in the wall which I could actually reach and place blocks. There was also another room which was a 1x1 and had a high ceiling. Now I decided to do the most sensible thing which would come in my mind. It was to check the lava stream, and as soon as I checked the bottom of the lava stream, I found a hopper which contained 4 redstone and a hay bale. So I placed down my crafting table and realized I could actually craft a target block. Now this would be perfect since I had 2 snowballs left from before. Now using this, I placed it down in the hole in the wall and threw a snowball at it. And as soon as I did, I got an arrow of fire resistance as well as a bow. So I hit myself with the arrow and went up the lava stream. Only thing that the next room contained was a hole in the wall which seemed to lead me to the next room. So I decided to place down my crafting table to see what I could craft, but unfortunately there was nothing that could help me. This was when I realized that there could be something up the lava stream, just like there was something below. So I took my crafting table and pillared up with my blocks, and just like I had imagined, there was an item hopper containing 2 oak planks. Now that I had 7 oak planks, I knew exactly what I needed to craft. So I crafted an oak trapdoor and crawled my way to the next room. As soon as I went in, I realized that this was a maze. There was only one way to go to the next room. If I failed, I could die and lose this challenge. So I carefully made my way to the next room. While doing the maze, I found 2 pieces of string and then was finally able to go to the next room. When I went in the next room, I realized that it was a drop down below, and when I looked up, I found that the roof was made out of powdered snow. I tried breaking a few but wasn't able to get that much, so I decided to drop down. Other than this, there was a 2 block wide lava stream, and when I looked up, I saw a dropper. I decided to check the lava stream, and as usual there were 3 sticks. I placed down my crafting table, and that was when I realized I could actually craft a fishing rod. This may seem useless at first, but you may not know that projectiles set on fire can actually break powdered snow. So that was exactly what I did, and my first try I found a target block. So I started fishing the target block, and not long after I heard a dropper dispense something, and I was able to get myself a slime block from the dropper. Within this, I also realized that 2 blocks were opened from the floor, which took me to my next room. So I took my slime block and definitely landed the slime block MLG. The next room, all that I saw was a sticky piston as well as a hole in the roof, and I knew exactly what I needed to do. So I placed down my slime block on the sticky piston, and you may not have realized this, but when I broke the furnace in the beginning, the chest was actually a trap chest. So I opened the chest and launched myself to the next room. This next room was a big bedrock box which contained a few cows. Other than this, there seemed to be a way up which would take me to my exit. And since I had nothing else to do in this room, I started killing the cows, also known as pain for your fingers. After killing a few cows, I realized that I wasn't getting any drops, and that was because there was a hopper down below. And when I opened the hopper, I found some meat as well as some leather and 2 buckets of powdered snow. Now I knew exactly what I needed to do. If you didn't know, if you stand on powdered snow, you actually start taking damage by freezing. But if you wear leather boots, you don't, and it works as a block. So I took both of my buckets of powdered snow and started bridging upwards. It was a little bit hard doing this, but finally after a very long time and after a lot of clicks, I had done it. I had escaped the frog prison in Minecraft. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. It's completely free and it helps out a ton. Also leave a like and join my Discord server if you guys want me to beat your prison. Anyways, click one video on the screen right now. That's it, and have a good one.